The following video was recorded the 13th of July 2014. It's still going up though, because I refused to re-record it for the 4th time. I swear to God, one of those guys must be watching me and releasing information at just the right moment just to annoy me. But without further ado, hope you enjoy, guys. Hey guys, it's Wexdarn here, and this video today was supposed to be out before E3, but it never happened. Basically, it's just a video of me talking about my predictions on who is going to be in Smash Bros. 4, which thankfully has been pushed back a few months, so I get another shot at predicting who's going to be in there. And I swear, the video I had planned, I was going to say Pac-Man, Mii Fighter, and what was the third one? That and Mr. Game & Watch were going to be in that, and I swear, but not much way of proving that now, is there? So without further ado, I want to get on with this. I'm sort of doing it in like 2 segments. So first one, going through what characters I think are going to be returning still that haven't been confirmed, and any new characters I think might be showing up in little thing. So I'm going to be doing returning characters first, and if you want to skip to the part where I'm talking about characters I think that are going to be new, just click somewhere around here. I'm still not used to this sort of thing on webcam, but yeah, around here. So first of all, returning characters that haven't been confirmed yet. I'm going to be doing this like game by game. So first of all, Smash 64. There's only 3 characters that are missing at this point still, which are Captain Falcon, Jigglypuff, and Ness. So let's see. Captain Falcon and Ness, I really don't see them getting rid of, because like the main representative of their individual games. In fact, Captain Falcon is the only representative of F-Zero, and really getting rid of Captain Falcon has just become such a popular character through Smash with the whole Falcon Punch sort of deal. And Ness is someone who's introduced a lot of people to the Mother series. I think without him it wouldn't have gotten as big as it actually is now, and like there wouldn't be like any call for like when Lucas got into Brawl, like, because nobody would have really cared apart from the select few that actually were, because I mean Earthbound, Ness's game that he appeared in, wasn't even released in Europe, so I didn't have a clue who he was. Just saying, it is good to actually have him there though, because like thanks to his appearance in Smash, I was introduced to what's really a really unique and fun RPG series, so I really don't want them to get rid of him, and I can't really see them doing so. The third one, Jigglypuff, I could see them maybe passing her up, but I mean, like, she's been in Smash 64, Melee and Brawl, so I can't see them saying, yeah, you're not coming into Smash 4, but it's just with the sheer amount of Pokemon characters that are already in the game, it's sort of hard to see her inclusion, you know? But hey, I think Jigglypuff's fun to mess around with as a character, so I'd be happy to see her back, but sort of on the fence of whether she would reappear or not. So then there's the characters that have been introduced in Melee that haven't been reconfirmed to come back yet. Most of them are clone characters, and as a result I don't see them particularly coming back at all. So you've got Dr. Mario, which at most I could see us like having the ability to customize Mario's fireballs to be Mega Vitamins, or Dr. Mario being like an alternate costume the same way that Wario could switch between his WarioWare outfit and his classic, you know, plumber's overalls sort of outfit. Then we've got Falco, who's basically a slightly slower fox with more kick to him, and whilst he did make it from Melee to Brawl, I don't necessarily see him coming from sort of Brawl to Smash 4, because a lot of stuff where it's like you can customise your character's movesets, give them different properties, you could basically turn Fox into a Falco and vice versa. That's like my train of thought. So I don't really see Falco making a reappearance again. I don't know, like, I Smash Bros. One complaint I've always had is that there was like too many clone characters in the game. So getting rid of Falco wouldn't be something I'd mind that much, although I do prefer playing as him over Fox. So the next clone character is Ganondorf, which, strangely enough, is a clone of Captain Falcon of all people. So no, Ganondorf I really want back in because there needs to be more sort of villain representation on here. There isn't that many villainous characters in Smash Bros, and really it's at a point of the more the better. So there is a pretty easy way to diversify Ganondorf from Captain Falcon though, which is basically give him a sword. He's been shown to have a sword like in the games fairly consistently, and even in like taunts in Brawl, and I think in Melee as well. But I really think that just giving a sword in addition to some of his punches and special moves that he shares with Captain Falcon would actually really help give him something new in the game, you know? Right, next clone character is Pichu. I don't see him coming back. Pichu's just odd. Like, it was just a faster, weaker Pikachu that hurt itself. I don't see him coming back, and I don't want him back. Alright, we've got Roy, which is basically fire version of Marth, and he's, for all intents and purposes, been replaced by Ike in Smash Bros. Now, so I don't see Roy making an appearance, sadly, because we've got Ike, who's a fire-based Fire Emblem character, and he's actually more diverse in comparison to like Ike and Marth are completely different. Like Marth and Roy were pretty spot on to each other, so I don't really see Roy reappearing. Similar situation with Young Link, who was introduced in Melee and then got replaced with Toon Link in Brawl. And Toon Link's confirmed to reappear again, much like Ike is in Smash 4. But yeah, with Toon Link around, I don't see Young Link making a reappearance, other than maybe as a costume for Young Link. Well, a costume for Toon Link could be Young Link. Beyond that, Young Link I don't see coming back. Then there's the two characters introduced in Melee that aren't clones, which are Ice Climbers and Mewtwo. Ice Climbers I could see plausibly coming back, because I mean they were back for Brawl and they've got a fairly unique moveset style, you know. They're, like, being able to control two characters at once is pretty unique and pretty cool. But I don't know, they seem to be removing a lot more of the gimmick sort of characters to sort of streamline the fighting in a way, because they've lost like the transforming characters, which added a lot to their movesets and stuff, and I don't know, I could see them not coming back, and like the Ice Climbers isn't a particularly massive franchise for Nintendo, so I don't think too many people will be upset about them not coming back. But meh. And the other character that wasn't a clone that hasn't been reconfirmed is Mewtwo, which basically got replaced by Lucario in Smash Bros. Brawl, and since Lucario's reconfirmed again, I don't see Mewtwo coming back. With Mega Charizard X and Mega Lucario, like, there's no real reason to bring back Mewtwo. Like, I thought they might bring back Mewtwo to show off the Mega Evolution sort of angle of things, but with Lucario and Charizard both doing that, I don't see Mewtwo coming back and doing the same, really. It seems kind of overkill to have 3 Mega Evolutions. Like, yeah. So, Brawl newcomers. I don't think Ivysaur and Squirtle are coming back. They were part of the team with Charizard in the Pokemon Trainer, with Charizard being confirmed to come back. and the other two being nowhere to be seen. I don't see Ivysaur or Squirtle, you know, returning as a playable character on their own. Apparently Charizard was the most played as character out of the three when they were together in Brawl, so I can see why he's basically gone off and become a character on his own, but it's sad to see them go, because personally I prefer playing the Squirtle out the three of them, but it was fun to have them around. I just don't see them coming back again for Smash Bros. 4. We've got Lucas, who is another character from Earthbound like Ness, and because it seems like they're cutting down on the clone characters a fair bit here, I don't see them bringing back Lucas over Ness. Like, Ness isn't even confirmed yet. I really don't see Lucas making a reappearance, you know, and like, the only way I can see Lucas sort of reappearing is if it sort of ties into Nintendo's joke at the start of their conference this year, which was basically, where's Mother 3? And if they were planning on re-releasing Mother 3, putting Lucas in Smash is a pretty solid way to advertise it, but, you know, beyond that, I don't see Lucas making a return. And then there's Meta Knight from the Kirby series. I really think Meta Knight's going to be coming back, because it's Sakurai who's making Smash, and he's the guy who made Kirby and all the characters from that, so I'm just saying I don't think he'd abandon Meta Knight like that, especially after Meta Knight was so well received by, you know, the Smash community. They just need to tweak him down a little bit, considering he's the only character to be banned from Smash tournaments, so yeah, I like Meta Knight, but he needs to be tweaked, but I do see him making a return at some point fairly soon. And I really hope he does, because he's a fun character to play as. Right, then we have Rob the Robot. Rob is a character that I actually like. I thought it was really unique in Brawl, and it was cool to have another sort of retro era character like Mr. Game & Watch. And yeah, I'm saying slightly more for him returning in Smash 4 than I am him not returning. Like, Nintendo likes the whole retro things. I mean, sort of proving it with the whole inclusion of Pong as an assist trophy. And I think they'd love to maintain having that retro character in there. So I think Rob would probably is gonna come back for Smash 4, but I don't know, he's sort of an awkward character, because like he isn't really a game character, he's more just a toy accessory thing for the NES. But I was enjoying having him around, and I think a lot of people liked him, even if he was a little bit awkward, but he was fairly unique, so I liked having him. Right, Snake from Metal Gear Solid. I do not see him making a reappearance. I feel like Mega Man, Sonic and Pac-Man are the third-party characters we're going to be getting this time around. And Snake was basically a one-off in Brawl. There isn't really a lot more I can really say about that, because I think basically, though, if there was going to be something like if Sony was planning another one of their fighting games again, they'd want Snake in it rather than Raiden, like they did last time, so yeah, I think Snake's probably on hold for the next Sony game, really, rather than coming back for Smash. So next up we have Wario, who I see as pretty much a definite reappearance in Smash 4. I feel like his inclusion in Brawl was a pretty solid one, and a lot of people like playing as Wario, because I mean, Wario's just a fun character, really, and considering we've already seen Waluigi and Ashley appear as assist trophies for Smash 4, I don't see them including them and then not Wario, you know? It seems kind of odd to put in the side characters and not him, you know? And then we have Wolf. Wolf is yet another clone of Fox, really, although he's a bit more removed than Falco is. And to be honest, I see more chance of Wolf reappearing than I do Falco because of the more diverse move pool that Wolf and Fox don't really share that much. And I think, again, like I was saying earlier, I think we need more for the villain quota in the game, you know? So I would be really happy to see Wolf return instead of Falco. And again, I prefer the slower playstyle of sort of Wolf and Falco over Fox's way speedy style, so yeah, Wolf reappearing, not that bad a thing. Now I've got characters that I think will be new additions to Smash 4. These aren't necessarily characters that I particularly want, because I have like a fantasy list of characters, but I've sort of restricted it to ones that are more realistic. For instance, I was thinking sort of Phoenix Wright or Knuckles the Echidna, but being realistic, they probably only allow one third-party character from each company that they're including. So you've already got Mega Man from Capcom, which means no Phoenix Wright, and you've already got Sonic from Sega, so no Knuckles the Echidna, so yeah. But anyway, let's get into this. Characters that I think could be, you know, realistic sort of guesses for the game. Alright, first of all, Tetra. Tetra is a character that I think would be a pretty good fit for Smash, and not necessarily a Toon Zelda or Toon Sheik sort of deal, but I think that Zelda's Phantom Slash move that she's got now, that's definitely more of a Toon Zelda slash Tetra inspired move than what belongs to, you know, regular style Zelda, if you get what I mean. And I just feel like there's a lot of cool moves that you could get from this pirate character, you know? Like, she has a sword, so she can participate in sort of more close-up gameplay than Zelda would regularly use. And she would also have access to the bombs, because, like, in Wind Waker's story, she and her pirates steal the bombs. And, you know, Nintendo's pretty good at coming up with movesets for characters who you don't typically think of as fighting characters, so I think they could find something for this more pirate-esque style character. See, my other choice from Legend of Zelda is Tingle. Quite simply, he would add more variety to the sort of characters that are from Zelda, you know? He'd be a really unique character to play as, and it'd basically be like the Little Mac going from Brawl to Smash 4, where he was an assist trophy in Brawl, and in Smash 4 he could be a full fleshed out character, and he has plenty of moves from being just an assist trophy that he could probably use here. And there's all the stuff from the games, like his balloon and his Tingle bombs, and as much as I hate to say it, there's Tingle. He's fairly iconic for the series, and as much as people might not want him in the game, it sort of makes sense, you know? I can't believe I'm sounding like I'm an advocate for Tingle in Smash, but it's just one of my predictions. Right, so two fairly similar characters I'm going to throw here are Cranky and Dixie Kong from the Donkey Kong series. The appearance in Tropical Freeze makes them, you know, pretty relevant characters. Like, they've been playable recently, so people are familiar with them. And both of them are pretty popular characters from the series. Like, I'm pretty sure most people say that out of the Donkey Kong Country, like, original trilogy, Dixie was probably one of the best characters to play as. I mean, that gliding mechanic with a hair was pretty cool, and like playing as Cranky Kong in Tropical Freeze with the whole Scrooge McDuck pogo stick thing was pretty fun. And, you know, I could see them, you know, being popular characters to add in. I'm leaning slightly more towards Dixie Kong though, being an inclusion over Cranky Kong, because Dixie was actually planned to be playable in Brawl but was scrapped. I don't know how much data they actually had for creating Dixie, but odds are they'll try, reusing it and building a character up from that. And if they do include Dixie, that'd be pretty cool, because I like her as a character. I'm sure there's plenty of other people who do, and it'd just be a cool inclusion, and might actually be a good Donkey Kong character to play as in this. One final inclusion from the Donkey Kong series that I'd like to suggest would be King K. Rool, which is a fairly popular character from what I can tell. He's a character a lot of people want to include, but I think it would be sort of like a Ridley scenario where he'd be too big to be used as a regular playable character, but could end up like a boss character, which would be included now, which Ridley's confirmed to be, and as is the Yellow Devil from Mega Man. So a King K. Rool boss scenario I could see happening feasibly, rather than him being a playable character. But like I said, I want more villains in Smash, and I think he'd be a good choice to do so if they just decide to shrink him down a bit. From the Mario series, I'd say Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. is pretty heavily featured, everyone knows who he is now, and I think a character who's sort of basically Bowser but smaller and faster wouldn't be like a, regular clone character, because having a Bowser Jr. running around, obviously much faster than his father would be, which I think would make Bowser Jr. a pretty viable threat, because one of Bowser's main weaknesses is obviously how slow he actually is. Well, depending on how slow he actually is now that he's been working out with the Wii Fit trainer. Just saying, that posture's gotta come from somewhere, so... But yeah, a Bowser Jr. sort of thing, where they update a couple of his moves to be different from his dad as well, maybe. Because obviously a Bowser Jr. Bowser bomb going straight down wouldn't work as well as his dad. So yeah, just saying. See, next character I want to say is Chrom from Fire Emblem. The character from a new series I want added would be Isaac from Golden Sun. I think Isaac's a pretty cool character. Golden Sun's a great game, which you should totally check out if you haven't. But basically be doing the same as Little Mac, which is going from assist trophy in the last game to brand new character, fully fledged character in Smash 4. And I think he would be a really good choice because he'd have an interesting sort of mix of his close range sword based attacks and his long range psychic abilities that he has from the game. And yeah, I think that's cool. And it'd also be a cool way for Nintendo to promote the Virtual Console release of it on the Wii U's eShop. And it also adds another new series to sort of Smash Bros, so it'd sort of add more varieties to the roster. I think there's a lot of good reasons to include Isaac in Golden Sun, and it could have the same effect as including Ness and introduce a lot more people to the series. Right, second to last one is basically just a plea from me. More Star Fox and Mother/Earthbound characters, but not clones of Fox and Ness, please. We've got enough of them. We don't need more. I don't care who it is, if it's Peppy, Slippy, if it's King, if it's Pooh. I don't care. Just more characters that aren't Fox or Ness clones, Please. I'm begging you. This is one last character prediction that's just sort of... it's a stupid idea, but I really want him in it anyway, but... and this kind of got screwed over by the Mii character being revealed, which I predicted. Not that anyone will believe me, because I didn't get this video out in time. Well, at least it'll be out for the October release anyway. But... I want Reggie in the game. Like, I know I could make a me of him, and I know I could just create a moveset based off of that. But goddamn, I just want to play as Reggie. My body is so ready for it. It's just give me Reggie. So those are my character predictions for Smash 4. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you have any characters you think are going to be in there? And yeah, we'll just see when the game finally comes out in October. Hopefully. Without getting delayed. Again. Like Smash Brawl did. But yeah, thank you for watching this, and hope you have a good day. See you later.